is up? I'm back. Back on track. So I got another cool picture up. I'm having fun with these dystopian steampunk cyberpunk vibes. So yeah, it's finally warming up. It's making me very anxious. Very anxious to go out and train. But yeah, I was checking out this marathon game. Just came out. It's kind of like I think it's made by the same people that make Halo. It looks kind of similar in graphics to Halo. So I guess the story is I don't know what the storyline is. It's published by Bungie, obviously, but it's like an extraction shooter game. PvP. Kind of reminds me of Counter-Strike in a way. But it doesn't really seem like it has a story, or maybe there's a story I just don't know about. Okay, here's the story. So human colonists from UESC Marathon colony ship constructed out of Martian moon demos have started a new colony. So you're basically defending your ship from aliens. Because the aliens are going to try to enslave you. Okay. That is very similar to Halo. I guess in a way. So I guess this story isn't really that original, but it looks like a cool game. The graphics are pretty cool, at least, but it's free too, I think. Oh no, it's not free. Well, they had like I think they had a demo that was free. I think that's what I got confused with. But it's not free after all, so I guess I was wrong. But it looks pretty cool. The graphics are pretty cool, I gotta say. But at the same time, it's very similar to Halo. And this guy, Osmond Gold, saying that it has a problem. So I guess they have no proximity chat. So basically, if there's no proximity chat, you can't really communicate when you're playing. So that makes it even more difficult. But you think about it, like, it's kind of eliminating the problem of people getting mad. Because if you played a lot of first-person shooters, there's a lot of people raging on the chat. And I feel like the current generation just doesn't have the patience. Oh my goodness, what's going on? Current generation just doesn't have the patience for like so much stuff these days. My timer is not working. It's weird. Very strange. But yeah, this current generation just lacks patience for a lot of this stuff, so I'm not surprised that they cut that out. Remember CSGO days? I can't believe they stopped letting us play CSGO. That is just ridiculous. But CSGO days, there's a lot of rage. People were getting frustrated, and I can understand why they cut out the chat. But I don't know, people are still gonna get mad when they lose, you know, so it doesn't really do that big of a... It's not really that big of a deal, but I guess it might be easier to play when you don't have people like yelling in your ear or chatting up a storm. I don't know. I haven't played the game yet, but I'm sure they had a reason for it. But I've been seeing that game a lot lately. So there's this planet that's close by, or no, a red dwarf star that's close by, and they just discovered a planet in the habitable zone. So that's pretty interesting. I mean, when are we ever going to find out that there's aliens? Like, I feel like we have enough technology now. There has to be some kind of proof out there. It just blows my mind that it's so hard to prove something like that. Like, I don't know. We keep finding all these planets, different solar systems within habitable zones, but no aliens. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, I had to reset my my app. My app's been... I hope it actually streams this today, but it's not showing me that it's even moving. It's not counting. Hope it doesn't do that later, because I was gonna cook. But I don't know. It's crazy. Next 10 years are gonna be so crazy. We have all this developing technology, all these things going on. It's such a strange time to be alive. I mean, if I didn't do martial arts, I would probably go crazy right now, because there's just so much stuff going on. It's like sensory overload, you know? It blows my mind. They're talking about colonizing the moon soon, possibly colonizing Mars, putting data centers in space. I mean, they got this flying car now that is like, I saw it on this one social media page called Supercar Blondie. It's like a you get in and you can drive it and it flies. You just use like a joystick. It's like super easy. But I don't know, you don't see a bunch of people flying cars right now. That's just crazy. I guess, I'd be afraid to fly something. I mean, you gotta have like a certain amount of. I mean, it sounds, in the movies you think that it would, everybody would do it, but think about it, driving a car is already kind of dangerous, so getting in something that flies, that if you ran out of power or gas, you're just going down, so imagine if there were flying cars, how many casualties there'd be a year. Like, we already have a ton of casualties just from driving cars. But flying cars, oh man. That just sounds like a chaos. Like, see those movies like Judge Dredd where everybody's driving a flying car and it's like a normal thing or whatever, but I think the average person has at least enough common sense to think that might not be a good idea. Like, how often has technology malfunctioned, And all the moving parts that are required to make something fly. Like, just now, my app is malfunctioning. It's not showing me how much time I've been on. But luckily I have a clock in front of me, but but imagine that happening when you're flying a car. Wouldn't that make you nervous? Like, all of a sudden one of your engines, I don't know, your hover engines turns off. And you only got, let's say you got 4 and one shuts off, and you're like, I mean, that's just like planes have, every time a plane lands, you got like a whole team of people that are checking to make sure the engine's working. There's not going to be any malfunctions, to make sure every part is working. And to have a flying car, you don't have your own crew to check every time you take off, So I think I understand very clearly why it's not catching on like it does in the past movies. It's just not safe. It's super dangerous. But then we got AI, that's a whole different issue. You don't have to worry about falling out of the sky with AI though. But they say AI is making the world heat up, that we're running out of energy. Who knows? Well, according to my clock, we have approached the 20-minute mark, so I guess that's all I'm going to talk about today is flying cars and marathon. But thanks for watching. We'll probably be cooking later. See you guys later.